What's going on, you guys? CJ Hawk 85 Gamer here, and today I'm going to be playing Week 10 of Madden NFL 16 Season Mode. And we are on a major winning streak. We're so far 8-0 in the first half of the season. Will we keep up our momentum and keep the winning streak going? Because I know it ain't going to be easy in the next couple weeks heading towards the end of the season. It's going to be really tough. Of course, you saw the Dolphins are ready and pumped. We're ready and pumped. We're going to try to get another victory here this afternoon on Madden NFL 16 Season Mode. So the Dolphins would win the toss. They would elect to receive. We would kick it off to Lamar Miller. It would go out of bounds. So Miami would start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Ryan Tannehill give it to Miller, and he would gain 2 yards. It would be 2nd down and 8. Ryan Tannehill will hand it off to Lamar Miller again, and he would be stopped at the 26-yard line. So it would be 3rd and 4. Tannehill in the shotgun, and he would pass it to Greg Jennings, and that would be enough for a 1st down at the 33-yard line. So it's a pretty good start so far for the Miami Dolphins. So it'll be 1st and 10. Tannehill in the shotgun, and he would pass it to Greg Jennings, and he would gain 5 yards on that play. It would be 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line, and he would hand it off to Lamar Miller, and look at this, he's going towards the 36-yard line. I thought he was going to go all the way at the one point, and we almost let him off the hook again with another player. 1st and 10. He would hand it off to Jay. I can't pronounce the last name pretty well, so bear with me on that. I'm just going to call him Jay. 2nd and 8. Ryan Tannehill with a high snap. I think it went to Lamar Miller. He would only lose 4 yards on that one, so it'd be 3rd and 12. Ryan Tannehill. Oh! And Kenny Stills would catch the ball, and the Dolphins would score a touchdown. I thought we would have gotten an interception. So the Miami Dolphins score first on us. The Miami Dolphins would take the lead so far 6-0. And then they would make the PAT. So it would be 7-0 Miami Dolphins ahead against the Philadelphia Eagles. But you know us. We're not going to take that line down. So Nelson Aguilar with the return. He would be stopped at the 37-yard line. We're not going to allow them to beat us like that. No way. Okay, so they score on us. We'll strike back. So here we go. 1st and 10. We were handing off to DeMarco Murray, and look at this. Man, look at that. He's a machine. Oh, he would be stopped at the 44-yard line, but that was enough for a 1st down. That was a pretty good running attempt for DeMarco Murray. So it'll be 1st and 10 again at the 44-yard line. And DeMarco Murray, look at this. Oh, he stopped at the 36-yard line. Nice running attempt, gaining 8 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line. And let's see what we're going to do. Get some easy 2 yards by DeMarco Murray. Look at that. That was amazing. But in real life, on a side note, I wish they could play like this. He'd be in the shotgun, and oh my god! Can't believe Brian Selleck dropped that pass. Oh well. So it'll be 2nd and 10. We fake the handoff, and we would pass it to Jordan Matthews would catch the ball, and we would get a touchdown, courtesy of Jordan Matthews. What a nice catch by Jordan Matthews. Incredible, folks. Incredible. So we would kick the PAT and it would be good. So it would be tied 7-7. Would Miami strike back and score on us again? We'll see. So we would kick it all the way, and it would be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10, Ryan Tannehill. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. We fake the handoff to Lamar Miller. He tried to go for a quarterback sneak, but it failed. He got denied and lost 4 yards. Tannehill, what would he do after losing 4 yards? 2nd and 14. He would hand it off to Lamar Miller, and he would get 8 yards. Trying to get a 1st down for the Miami Dolphins. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Tannehill in the shotgun. And he's running, and he would pass it to Jordan Cameron. Well, unfortunately, it was not enough. So the Dolphins would be forced to punt at 4th and 3. And we would have DeMarco Murray with the return. But unfortunately, it went out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Oh, boy. Not looking good for us. So, 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line. We're going to try to make sure we do not get sacked or tackled at the end zone. Oh, almost picked off! Oh, that would have sucked. Sam Bradford almost threw a pick. Oh, my God. That would have sucked. So we would move on. 2nd and 10. We would hand it off to DeMarco Murray. And look at this. A machine. We get enough for a 1st down at the 19-yard line. He would gain 11 yards for a 1st down. So we 1st and 10. Bradford in the shotgun. And he would pass it to DeMarco Murray. It would only gain 1 yard, though. So it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line. So we're out of the end zone of our own territory. Bradford in the shotgun. And he would pass it to Miles Austin. And that would be enough for a 1st down at the 38-yard line. What an incredible play. Look at this. Look at this. A beautiful catch by Miles Austin. So it'll be 1st and 10 again at the 38-yard line. DeMarco Murray. Oh, he tripped. Oh, he tripped. Look at this. See? He tripped. 67 tripped him. Not by accident, but, not on purpose, but, it was an accident. Yeah. So DeMarco Murray, he runs. Look at this. To the 50, the 45, and 40. 39-yard line. So, DeMarco Murray did much better. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Look at Murray. Run to the 50. 45 to 39-yard line. So we would be under the 2-minute warning, and Bradford threw it out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10. What will Bradford do next? Oh, with a high snap, he would hand off to DeMarco Murray and only lost 1 yard. So it'll be 3rd and 11 at the 40-yard line. And I could not believe we got stopped like that. Look at this. Nowhere to go for DeMarco Murray but down. So it'll be 3rd and 11. We're going to try to go for a deep pass. Bradford in the shotgun. And he would pass it to Miles Austin, and he would catch it for the 1st down, beating 2 Dolphins players. 2 Dolphins players. Oh, looked like it was a pick. Oh, that was almost intercepted. That was so close. We got lucky. So we would pass it to Riley Cooper. Only gain a couple yards. So it'd be 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. We would hand off to DeMarco Murray. And we would get in for a touchdown. Thanks to DeMarco Murray. His first touchdown for today. But will he get more in the second half? We would kick it right to the uprights, and it would be good. So it would be 14-7 Eagles as we take the lead for the first time in the game before halftime. All we got to do now is stop the Dolphins. Miller with the return. And he would be stopped at the 24-yard line. So, what will the Dolphins do? 1st and 10, Ryan Tannehill. What would he do? He gives it to Lamar Miller. And he would be stopped at the 32-yard line during the hurry-up offense before halftime. 2nd and 2. He was in the shotgun, and he would pass it to Greg Jennings, and that would be enough for a first down, and he would go out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. What would Ryan Tannehill do next? And, he would pass it to Greg Jennings, and that would be enough for a first down during the hurry-up offense. And then he would pass it to Jordan Cameron. He would be stopped at the 44-yard line, and they would call a timeout. So they would have to settle for a field goal before halftime. But will they be able to make it? No! It was wide right, number 1. And number 2, there wasn't enough distance. And number 3, it wasn't high enough. He would have never made it. So we would go to the 3rd quarter. It would be the Eagles' ball. And DeMarco Murray, well, we would decide to kneel it down, play it safe. So it would be 1st and 10. We would hand off to DeMarco Murray. And we would run in the middle and only gain like 5 yards. Not bad. 2nd and 5. Sam Bradford would hand it off to Darren Sproles. And he would be stopped at the 30-yard line, and that would be it would be 3rd and inches. We thought we would have had it 1st and 10 by now. Nope. We're 3rd and inches. So we would hand off to DeMarco Murray, and that would be enough for a first down. So it would be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. We gained 5 yards, and there you go. And then Bradford will go in the shotgun and pass it to Miles Austin, and a beautiful catch. And that would be enough for a first down at the 27-yard line. So it would be 1st and 10. We would hand off to DeMarco Murray. And unfortunately, we would be stopped for a 1-yard loss. So it would be 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line. So we would go in the shotgun. Bradford would pass it to Brian Selleck. And that would be enough for a first down at the 15-yard line. What a catch by Brian Selleck. So 1st and 10, we would hand off to DeMarco Murray. It would not look good. We lost 6 yards. So it would be 2nd and 16 at the 21-yard line. That was pretty bad for us. That was a bad play for the Philadelphia Eagles offense. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Bradford in the shotgun. And he would... it was almost picked off! That was so close. That would have sucked. Gotta give credit to the Miami Dolphins defense for stopping us to try to get a touchdown. So it'll be 3rd and 16. And we would pass it to Miles Austin. It would be 4th and 6, and we would decide to kick a field goal. We would just settle for 3. Put it right to the uprights. So it would be 17-7 in the 3rd quarter, 1:36 remaining. So we would kick it off to the Miami Dolphins. It would be returned by Davis. Excuse me. And he would be stopped at the 24-yard line. So it would be 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. What will Ryan Tannehill do now? We hand off to Lamar Miller. And oh, he would be stopped at the 24-yard line and gain nothing. Or lose nothing. So Lamar Miller back on the offense. 2nd and 10. What will Tannehill do? Oh, he would pass it to Kenny Stills. And he would only get 9 yards on that one. So it would be 3rd and 1 at the 33-yard line. So he would hand it off to Lamar Miller again. And this time he would get enough for a first down at the 38-yard line. So it would end the 3rd quarter. So we would go to the 4th quarter. Tannehill. What would he do? He would go in the shotgun. And he would pass it to Jordan Cameron. And that would be a 9-yard gain. So it would be 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line. Almost a first down, but he was only 1 yard shy. So it would be 2nd and 1. And it would be incomplete. So it would be 3rd and 1. He would hand off to Lamar Miller. He would get enough for a first down. So it would be 1st and 10. Ryan Tannehill. What would he do? He would be in the shotgun. And oh, he's running and running. And he would pass it to Jordan Cameron. And that would gain 2 yards. So it would be 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line. They're trying to move the chains to try to get a touchdown. So Tannehill in the shotgun. And oh, he would get stopped. He would get sacked. Logan with the sack. So it would be 3rd and 16. And he would go in the shotgun again. Another sack by our Eagles defense. So it'll be 4th and 24. And the Miami Dolphins will be forced to punt. No, they would instead not go for the punt. They would have to go for it. And look at this. Would it pay off? No, it would not. And the Eagles would get the ball back. Well, they took a risk. And they failed. There's nothing they can do about it. It was a great block. Look at that. And the Eagles would get the ball at the 38-yard line. So what would we do? So Bradford would hand it off to DeMarco Murray. And oh, he would be stopped at the 28-yard line. Only gaining 9 yards, but 1 yard shy for a first down. So it'd be 2nd and 1. We hand off to DeMarco Murray. Oh, and he would get enough for a first down. Only gain 2 yards. So basically all we're doing so far is eating out the clock and score 1 more touchdown or kick 1 more field goal to ice the game. So Bradford will hand it off to DeMarco Murray. Just killing off the time. So Miami Dolphins were forced to call a timeout. 2nd and 7. Bradford, what would he do? Hand off to DeMarco Murray again. And this time, he would only gain 2 yards. So they would call timeout again. So it would be 3rd and 5. So Bradford, handing off to Darren Sproles. And only got stopped at the 21-yard line. So no gain. So it would be 4th and 5. All the Eagles had to do was kick a field goal and it would go right to the uprights. And pretty much the Miami Dolphins are pretty much done. Like, how are they going to score 2 touchdowns in 1 minute and 44 seconds left? So we would kick it out of bounds and the Dolphins would get the ball at the 20-yard line. So what will Ryan Tannehill do? He would pass it to Jordan Cameron and only gain 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Tannehill in the shotgun. And he would pass it, I believe, Deion Sims. Yeah, it should be. 3rd and 2. He would hand off. He would fake the handoff, actually. He would try to go for a quarterback sneak, but he would fail. Tannehill fails. 4th and 6. What would Tannehill do? And it would be picked off. It would be incomplete. Who cares? It was a nice catch for our Eagles defense, so we would get the ball and we will kneel it. So pretty much nobody's missing out on anything. All we did was just kneel the ball and ice the game. So the Philadelphia Eagles would go 9-0. The only question I have to ask next is, who's next? Well, next week we play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 11. So, in Philadelphia, we would beat the Miami Dolphins 20-7. And by the way, that coach got fired earlier this season. And they got a new head coach. Just to point that out. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, and stay tuned for some more Madden NFL 16 season mode. Are we going to remain undefeated? Will we have a perfect season? Because it's all on the line. We're 9-0. Will the Bucs stop us, or will anybody else can stop us? Stay tuned and find out. Like, subscribe, favorite, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.